Hello friend, and welcome to day 6 of this 7-day morning yoga mini series. I can't believe we are almost done the week. I'm so excited that you are here today and ready to start your day off by taking care of yourself. Today's class is a 30-minute Rise and Shine Express flow. We're going to be moving at a quicker pace today, flowing through the entire body. This is a true full body flow. All you'll need is your mat and yourself and to follow along. So hit that play button and let's get started. We'll begin our class today standing at the top of our mats. So go ahead and come up, take your big toes to touch, heels fall slightly apart, and allow your hands to drop down next to your hips. Take a deep breath in, and big sigh out. Do that 2 more times. Big inhale, sigh it out. And then go ahead and blink your eyes open. Inhale, arms reach all the way up overhead, palms press. You can take a little gentle back bend. Exhale, fold in half. Let it all go. Inhale, find your flat back. Lower the fingertips down, step the left foot back. Drop the knee. Untuck the toes, hip bones press forward. Just stay here for a moment. Take an inhale. As you exhale, back toes tuck under, step forward, flat back. Exhale, fold into it. Root down through your feet, soften your knees, reach up, palms press. Little back bend and fold right in half again. Inhale, flat back, lengthen. Lower the fingertips, right foot steps back, drop the knee. Untuck the toes, hips press forward, reach your heart open, keep the hands down, and then back toes tuck under, step forward, flat back, lengthen. Exhale, we're folding over. Inhale, arms reach up, palms press, and hands release down to the sides. Inhale, reach up, little back bend. Exhale, fold over. Let it go. Inhale, flat back. Lower the fingertips, left foot steps back, drop the knee. Untuck the toes, this time arms reach high. Opening through your heart, inhale here. Exhale, lower the hands down and step back to plank pose. Option to lower the knees as you shift forward and lower halfway. Inhale, lift your heart, open your chest. Exhale, press it back, downward facing dog. So feel free to bicycle the legs. This is our first down dog of the day. So your hamstrings might be a little tight if you're just waking up. Take a deep inhale, big exhale. Walk your big toes to touch and then lift the right leg up behind you as you open through your hips. So roll around the knee, the hip, and the ankle. Come back and find a straight leg. Inhale here. Exhale, step it up in between your hands. Lower the back knee down. Untuck the back toes. Sweep your arms high once more. Inhale here. Exhale, hands find the ground. Step it forward to your flat back. And exhale, fold. Inhale, root down, rise up, palms press, little back bend. Fold right in half again. Hinge forward. Inhale, find that length in the spine. And fingertips down, step the right foot back this time, drop the knee. Untuck the toes, sweep your arms up. Nice big opening through your chest. Hands come down, step back. Lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Steady inhale and steady exhale. Take your big toes to touch. Inhale, left leg up. Open through your hips. Roll around the knee, the hip, the ankle. Come back to that straight leg and step it up. Drop the back knee. Untuck the toes, sweep your arms high. Inhale here. And exhale, lower the fingertips, step forward, find that flat back. Exhale, we're folding over. Root down, rise up, palms press. And hands release all the way down to the sides. Take an inhale, sit back for your chair pose. Sinking nice and deep through the hips, chest is open. Inhale here. Exhale, fold into it. Inhale, find that flat back, Ardha. Hands down, step or float back. Lower to chaturanga. So elbows pull back. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. So find some steadiness in your down dog. Take a big breath in. Big exhale, let it go. And then from here, reach that right leg up behind you. We're going to step it up right into warrior one. Back heel down, hips square to the front, reach your fingertips high. Belly in, lengthen the tailbone so you're not dumping weight in the low back. Take an inhale here. Exhale, lower the hands down, step back. Vinyasa is yours, so take it or leave it. We're meeting back in down dog. Nice full inhale, full exhale. Inhale, left leg lifts. And step it up. Warrior one, back heel down, arms reach up. Soften through the shoulders, belly in. Big breath here. Exhale, hands come down, step back. Take your vinyasa. So moving through chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. And exhale, downward facing dog. Steady breath in and steady breath out. Look forward, come to the balls of your feet. Bend your knees, step or hop up. Find your flat back. Exhale to fold. Inhale, take your seat. Find your chair pose, Utkatasana. Get heavy through your hips. And then root down, rise all the way up, palms press. Hands come all the way down to the sides. Begin to find a steady gaze somewhere out in front of you. We're going to shift the weight into the right leg, working right into our tree pose. So relax your right toes. Peel your left foot up any amount. It can be high, it can be low. And then maybe you reach your arms all the way up, or you can take them at your heart. Either way, peel that left knee open slightly. Find the breath, maybe smile a little bit. And then slowly release your foot, release your hand, and just shake it out. Let it go. So find your drishti again, find that gaze. Weight comes into the left side of the body. Relax your left toes, peel that right foot up. Open through your hip, and then arms can extend. So just finding your balance, finding that focal point. Steady inhales, steady exhales. Release your hands, release your leg, and shake it out. Come back to the front of your mat. Inhale, the arms lift, press your palms up overhead, and exhale, we're folding. Inhale, lengthen the spine, flat back. Hands down, step or float back. Lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. From here, inhale, reach your right leg up behind you, open through your hips. Now you can stay here, just kind of opening up, rolling it around. If you're feeling ready for it, you can flip your dog. So beginning to lower the right foot down, stretching the right arm all the way open. Big breath here. And exhale, lower that hand down. Extend the right leg back up. And step it up in between your hands. Step that left foot in a little bit. Lower the back heel down. Hips can square to the front. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, we're folding for pyramid pose. So folding over that right shin. Full steady breath. From here, walk your fingertips out in front of you. We're going to shift into that right foot. As we do that, lift the left leg all the way up behind you. So finding standing split, you can stay here with the hands down, or you can take one hand and then the other hand to the back of the calf or ankle. I'm just trying to find some length. Breathe here. And then with control, we're going to bend the left knee and then take that left knee all the way behind the right ankle, sitting down into a seated twist. Right hand's behind you, left arm lifts. Twist to the right side, inhale to lengthen, and exhale, look back over the right shoulder. Deepen your twist. From here, untwist. Walk your hands over to the left side. Take a little counter twist, bow over. And then we're going to plant the hands down. You're going to press into that right foot as you lift the hips and then pivoting. So the body's facing at the long edge of the mat. Place the left foot down. Inhale to a flat back and exhale to fold. Full steady breath. From here, find your flat back again, lengthen through the spine. Walk your hands over to the inside of the right foot as you turn your right toes forward. Reach your heart open into your lizard pose. Keep the back knee lifted just as you shift forward and back slightly. Find your breath. And then with control, we're going to step that right foot all the way back for side plank. So option to keep the feet stacked or to lower the left knee down and extend that right arm. And if that back knee is down, or if it's not, you can extend that right leg as well. If you have that knee down, you might even bend the right knee, catch the foot, press the foot into the hand. Breathe here for 3, for 2, and 1. Release what you have. Find your plank pose. Big inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. And we'll just take a moment in child's pose. So come down to your knees. Sink the hips back. Reach your arms forward. Let it go. We're going to come back into down dog. So palms down, toes tuck. Lift the knees, sits bones, push back. Inhale the left leg high. Open through your hips. You can stay here again. Or if you want to go deeper, you're going to work to flip that dog. Coming into wild thing. Lifting the hips, reaching that left arm forward. Inhale here. Exhale, come back. 3-legged dog. And then begin to step that foot all the way up in between your hands. Step that right foot forward just slightly. Pin the back heel down as you lengthen the spine and fold over. So pyramid pose. Nice inhales, complete exhales. Begin to walk the fingertips out in front of you. Shift onto that left foot. Soften the knee a little bit. Kick that right leg straight up. Finding your standing split. You might stay here with the hands down or grab hold of the back of the calf or ankle. Keep reaching. Activate that right leg. So especially the hamstring. See if you can lift the heel just a little bit higher. And then slowly bend that right knee. Take that knee behind the left ankle, sitting down for your seated twist. So left hand's behind you, right arm high, twist over to the left side. Inhale to lengthen, and then exhale, take your twist. Full, steady breathing. Slowly, we're going to untwist. Walk the hands all the way over to the left side. Take a little counter twist. Now plant the hands down on the outside of the long edge of the mat. Ground down into that left foot. Lift your hips and step that right foot back out. Grab your hands over your low back. Interlace your fingers. Head gets heavy as you move your hands away from the body. Big stretch in the shoulders. So just shifting a little bit of weight forward into the balls of the feet. And then slowly release the grip here. Find your flat back, lengthen through the spine. Walk your hands to the inside of the left foot as you turn your left toes forward for lizard pose. Start to shift forward and back. So really opening through those hips. And then we're going to ground down into that right hand for side plank. So turning the hips to the side, feel free to lower the right knee down. Maybe lifting that left leg up. Even deeper, you can bend the left knee, catch the foot. Press the foot into the hand. Opening through the chest. If you're coming into your full Vashisthasana, maybe extending that leg all the way up and grabbing the big toe. From here, release what you have. Find your plank pose. Take an inhale. Exhale, lower all the way to the belly. From here, untuck your toes. Take your hands underneath your forehead and just rest for a moment. We'll slowly begin to extend the arms all the way down next to the hips. Palms are going to face up. Zip the legs to touch. Toes touch, heels touch, inner thighs are pressing together. Begin to lengthen the spine. Root down through your hips. Lift the chin, lift the shoulders, lift your arms, and then the legs off of the ground. So full locust pose. Breathe here for 5, for 4, 3, steady breath for 2, and 1. Come back down, let it go, wiggle the hips out. So second round here, you can do the same exact thing you just did with the arms extended, or you can take your arms out to the side like cactus arms, so elbows bent. From here, zip those legs together. Shoulders roll down the back. Lift your arms off the ground. Lift the legs off the ground. Draw your shoulder blades together. So really opening up across the chest, strengthening the back for 5, 4, steady breath for 3, for 2, and 1. Lower down. Hands come underneath your forehead. Wiggle your hips. And then 1 more time, you can do the same exact thing. You can come back to your full locust pose, or to go even deeper, we're heading into Dhanurasana, bow pulling pose by bending the knees, grabbing hold of the feet, taking the knees close toward each other, and then beginning to press the feet into the hands, then kicking back up so the thighs are starting to lift. Breathe here, maybe rock very subtly, very gently with the breath for 5, for 4, 3, keep pressing on up, for 2, and 1. Come back down, let it go, hands come under your forehead, wiggle your hips side to side, bend the knees, swish your feet left and right. And then go ahead and press it on back for child's pose. And then from your child's pose, you can slowly come on up. We'll take a round of cat-cow. So just getting back into the hips and the shoulders. And then we'll tuck the toes under. Lift the hips, downward facing dog. Shoulders move away from the ears. Take an inhale, right leg lifts up. And exhale, shift it through for half pigeon. Back leg extends. So finding some evenness in the hips. Inhale, lift your heart up. And exhale, walk it on down. So finding that release. Noticing where your mind goes in this pigeon pose. So oftentimes when postures are more intense, we tend to just check out. So notice if you can just stay here. Notice the sensations as they arise and just observe them without judgment. Just taking them in as information from the body, nothing more, nothing less. Notice if you can soften your shoulders a little bit. Maybe even allow your forehead to come down on top of your hands or the floor. And then we'll slowly come back up. We're just going to rock the weight onto the right hip. And then take that left leg, stretch it out long to the left corner of the mat, and then pull the right foot into the inner thigh. So left hand is going to flip up, just drop it in front of the calf. Roll the right shoulder back. Right hand is behind you. Reach your elbow, and maybe you extend your arm. Up to you. So find that rotation of the rib cage. And then take that right hand behind you, press into the palm, lift your hips, sweep that left arm back, and lower your hips back down. Can come back, so your hands are going to face forward, and it's kind of an awkward transition, but just press back into your three-legged dog. Extend the right leg high, lower back down for down dog, and then inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, shift it through. Land in your half pigeon. Back leg lengthens. Hip bones square forward. Inhale, lift your heart. And exhale, we're folding into it. So finding some softness in the posture. Noticing where you can let go a little bit more, where you can find more release. Notice if you can relax across your jaw. Release any tension in your forehead. Take a few more breaths right here, just settling in. And then we'll slowly, mindfully come back up. Rock your weight onto the left hip, extending the right leg long. You're going to bring that left foot in to the inner thigh. Flip the right palm up, drop it in front of the leg, roll your chest open. Take your hand behind your head as you reach your elbow, or maybe you extend your arm, reach your fingers toward the foot. Up to you. And then come all the way back up. Lower that left hand behind you. Inhale the hips high. Reach that right arm back. And hips come down. Lower the hands out in front of you. Tuck your right toes under. Extend the left leg high. Come back into your down dog. Take a big inhale right here. Big exhale, let it go. Shorten the stance just a little bit. Make your stance a little bit wider as well. Right hand's going to reach across to the left leg. Anywhere along the leg is fine. Take a peek underneath the left armpit. And then release that. Right hand comes down. Switch sides. Left hand comes over to the right leg. Taking the gaze underneath. Release that hand. And then go ahead and drop your knees down. And just take a seat. So we're going to find our Sukhasana, our easy pose. We're going to end our class in a seated meditation. So just a few minutes of meditation. It's not going to be super long. Just allow your hands to drop on top of your knees. Close your eyes. Bring your index finger and thumb to touch. Lengthen through the spine. Shoulders away from the ears. And start to focus your attention on your breath. If you find your mind start to wander, just bring it back to the sound of your breath. Beginning to relax across your face, your jaw, the hips and your shoulders. Full inhales, full exhales. Let's begin. So begin to come back to your breath. Come back to your body. And just bring your hands together in front of your heart. Take a moment here just to thank yourself for choosing to show up on your mat this morning, for choosing to honor yourself. And thank you so much for sharing your own practice with me. The light in me bows to the light in you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. Let me know in the comments how it went for you today. And if you haven't already listened to today's bonus affirmation video, go ahead and do that now. Today's video is about self-worth. I hope you have an incredible day, and I will see you back here on your mat for our last day tomorrow.